Welcome to Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Penn State Nittany Lions taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Northwestern's offense comes onto the field first today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Gives it on the option. Makes him talk to the hand. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. They make the stop, but ball is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
With the catch, it's Denmark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. To the air, it's Crawford. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. They're going to run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Here comes the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Saunders. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hold offense.
So the big... all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 6.
Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed behind the line and it's Saunders. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Crawford. There's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback running on the draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll run it from the gun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make between him and the defense.
The screen, and watch out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Unloads quickly. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Crawford. Gets it out quickly. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got a chance. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers.
Oh, he's got some space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Crawford. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab, it's Wagner. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Denmark. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Caught in the backfield, it's Turner.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The sweet feet buy a little time. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Stands in and takes the hit. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Denmark. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Rides the back on the option to give. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Check. Blue 27 patio. Blue 27.
Pulls it in. It's Covey. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Crawford. He's got the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Anderson with the carry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to...
Touchdown, Northwestern! And the pummeling has started. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Caught close to the marker. It's Saunders. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They're dealing with a second and long. The give from the gun. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Looking for the 2-point try. It's complete to the right. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Scanning the field, it's Crawford. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Nittany Lions complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Find some fresh air.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Find space on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal, Penn State.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. It's complete to the left. He's into the end zone, and we've got a 1-possession game in the 4th quarter.
Northwestern, 38. Penn State, 30.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Handoff from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Hayes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Johnson looking to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where...
Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Number 25 with the grab and the score.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. It's complete on the right side. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Saunders. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Wants to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And in a tie situation, the defense knows the offense is going to be aggressive, try to throw the football, so get more DBs on the field, and that's what they're doing. Whether it's man or zone coverage, you need all that extra speed on the back end, and it really showed up for them on that last play.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 28 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. That's caught. It's Anderson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wagner. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's Crawford. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now.
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Johnson looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Right now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football, it showed a little bit of conservativeness. I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they're on top here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Fires to the right. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Leads it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Grab near the marker. It's Farrell. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Northwestern. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Reynolds. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice.
That's it! He got home, brought him down for the sack to stop the final 2-point try. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.